Plantains are incredibly popular in this part of the world, but unfortunately, most people only enjoy them fried or grilled. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 4 easy, healthy, and absolutely delicious recipes you can make using plantains. Let's dive right into it, shall we? First up is a recipe I like to call Plantain Tostones. It's originally from Latin America in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, and it's also very super easy to make. For this recipe, you'll be needing some ripe plantains, some ripe avocados, diced bell peppers, fresh parsley, lemon juice, Greek yogurt, salt, and a few spices like paprika and black pepper. The very first step will be for you to peel your plantains and cut them into bite-sized chunks, about 3 to 4 pieces per plantain. Once the peeled plantains are all nicely cut up, place them in a bowl, then drizzle some oil over the top and season with some paprika powder, black pepper, and a little bit of salt. Toss everything together to combine until the plantain pieces are well coated with the spices. Next will be for you to pop the seasoned plantains into an air fryer or an oven if you don't have an air fryer, and then grill this at 175 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes or until golden and slightly crispy. If you prefer frying, that works too, but we're keeping things nice and healthy over here. Now, while the plantains are grilling, bring in a bowl and then place the ripe avocados into the bowl. Then mash the avocados using the back of a fork until it is completely mashed, just like this. Next, add some Greek yogurt for a creamy texture and protein boost, followed by a pinch of salt. And then pour in the fresh lemon juice to keep the avocados from discoloring, and of course add a nice tart taste to it. Mix everything together to combine until it is very well smooth. And this is going to serve as the dip for the Plantain Tostones. Okay, moving back over to the plantains, open up the air fryer, and at this point your plantains should be fully grilled. And once they're fully grilled, place each piece of grilled plantains on a flat surface and gently press it down with another flat surface until it's nice and flat. This is what gives it that classic tostone shape. Continue this process until you have flattened out all of the plantain chunks, okay? Now return the flattened plantains to the air fryer or oven and then grill for another 5 to 10 minutes until the edges crisp up. If you're frying, just return them to the hot oil for another 2 to 3 more minutes, okay? When it's all done, it's time for the fun part, which is serving. Now you can enjoy your plantain tostones in 2 ways. The first option will be to serve the plantain tostones alongside the avocado dip, and this is perfect for a party spread or just casual snacking. The second option will be for you to spread the avocado mixture directly on top of each plantain slice, then top with some diced bell peppers, fresh parsley, or any toppings that you like. You can even add some shredded chicken for extra protein. This is your opportunity to get creative. The possibilities are so endless. Any way you choose to serve your plantain tostones would work 10/10, and this is definitely a healthy, creative, and nutrient-packed way to enjoy plantains beyond the usual frying and grilling. Moving right along to the second plantain recipe on my list for today, which is what I like to call Plantain Waffles. I first discovered this recipe on TikTok and couldn't believe how good it turned out. For this one, you'll be needing unripe plantains, some eggs, milk, Greek yogurt. I'm using the H&K Greek yogurt. You'll be needing some fresh pepper, chicken breast, bell peppers, and a blend of spices, and of course a pinch of salt to taste. Start by cutting up the unripe plantains. You can leave the skin on for now, okay? Once the plantains are all cut up into tiny chunks, move over to the stove top and in a pot of boiling water, add a bit of salt and then add the plantains and boil for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the plantains are super soft. Now, once the plantains are all done, let them cool down slightly. You still want them to remain very warm. Then you can go ahead and peel off the skin. The skin will come off very easily at this point, so much easier than if you try to peel them when the plantains were still raw. Then crack in the eggs along with some fresh pepper, a few tablespoons of H&K Greek yogurt, a little milk, paprika, and some salt to taste. Blend everything until you get a very smooth, thick batter. The full ingredient list will be in the description box down below, so be sure to check it out there, okay? Now moving on to the next step, pour the plantain batter into your waffle maker. Now for this, I'm using a panini maker today because my waffle maker went missing. I don't know where it went to, but either one works. A waffle maker works, a panini maker works, okay? Pour in the batter and then let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes depending on your machine's heat setting until you get a very firm golden brown waffle or panini style finish, okay? Once all of that is cooked, take the plantain waffle or plantain panini and set it off to the side. Moving right along for what we would serve these plantain waffles with. In a bowl, add some chopped chicken breast and then season with some paprika powder, cumin powder, some salt and pepper to taste. Add a drizzle of oil as well and mix thoroughly to combine. Heat a pan with a bit of oil and then brown the chicken for about 3 to 4 minutes on one side, then stir fry until the chicken pieces are fully cooked and nicely brown. Once that is all done, take the chicken pieces off the heat and place in a bowl. And then in that same bowl, add the chopped bell peppers, some sweet corn, carrots, a spoonful of mayonnaise, and more salt and pepper to taste. Mix well to combine everything into a very flavorful filling. Now to the fun part of the recipe making, which of course is the plating. Start with your plantain waffles or your paninis and then top them with the chicken and veggie mixture and then finish off with a drizzle of white sauce for that extra creamy touch. Garnish with a sprinkle of fresh parsley just to make it pop nicely. And there you have it, guys, a decadent, mouth-watering plantain waffle recipe that's not only delicious but also a perfectly balanced meal that is highly healthy and very nutritious. Before we continue with the video, here's a quick reminder. If you're loving the healthy and delicious recipes I'm sharing today, you will absolutely love our collection of healthy meal plans and ebooks. We've got something for everyone, from a 7-day healthy meal plan to a low-carb meal plan to a weight loss meal plan to a detox meal plan and diabetes-friendly options as well. We also have a healthy smoothie ebook and a healthy snack ebook, all created to help you enjoy your healthy eating journey without stress or confusion. You can explore the full collection by clicking the link in the description box below and then take advantage of these amazing resources to help you thrive on your wellness journey. Also, a heads up, our 7-day monthly detox cleanse starts on the 25th of this month, and you can register to join our exclusive membership group where you get access to a 7-day detox meal plan, daily motivation, guided support, and plenty of exciting extras to help you reset and refresh your body. So if you've been eating a little off track and your body needs a well-deserved break, this is your sign to join us. Click the link in the description box down below to get all the details and secure your spot in the group. Alright, let's dive right back into the video, shall we? The third recipe on my list is one of my absolute favorite recipes and is one that I like to call plantain balls. It's simple, healthy, and packed with flavor. Plus, it's a fun twist on how we usually enjoy plantains over here in this part of the world. Now, here's what you need for this recipe. Some ripe plantains, fresh pepper, Knorr seasoning cubes, a mix of spices and other seasonings, roughly chopped tatashe, also known as chili red bell pepper, some sliced onions, a little bit of oil, and salt and pepper to taste. Start by cutting the plantains. You should get about 3 to 4 chunks per plantain, and you can leave the skin on at this point, okay? Once the plantains are all cut up, move over to the stove top and then in a pot of boiling water, add a generous amount of salt and toss in the plantain chunks. Cover the pot and cook until the plantains are super duper soft. This is very important. You want your plantains very soft after cooking them, okay? Now, while the plantains are cooking, let's move over to the other stove top and make the pepper sauce. In a pan, heat up some oil and then add some sliced onions, the chopped tatashe, a bit of salt, and Knorr seasoning cubes. Stir everything together to combine. Then reduce the heat to medium-low and let it simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes or until it reaches a thick, flavorful consistency. And that will be all for the pepper sauce that we'll be serving with the plantain balls, okay? Once the plantains are super soft and rock tender, take them off the heat and then allow them to cool down slightly before peeling. It's much easier to peel them once they are fully cooked. Afterwards, place the peeled plantains in a large bowl and mash thoroughly until very smooth. This might take about 8 to 10 minutes by hand, and yes, it's a mini arm workout, but I promise you it's totally worth it. But I have a tip for you if you have a food processor, it will make things a whole lot quicker. So now will be the time for you to bring out the food processor and put it to very good use, okay? Now, once the plantains are all mashed, add in some fresh pepper, paprika powder for some color, a little bit of Knorr seasoning cubes and some salt to taste. And then of course a tiny drizzle of oil. Mix everything together until it is well combined. At this point, I advise that you wear a glove so you can make this step a lot easier and cleaner. But if you don't have a glove, just coat your hands with a little bit of oil. And then what you do afterwards would be to scoop out bite-sized portions and then roll them into smooth balls using the palm of your hands. Place each one on a parchment-lined oven-safe tray or air fryer tray and repeat until all the mixture is used up, okay? Now to cooking the plantain balls. You can either air fry them, bake them, or fry them if you prefer. But for a healthier option, I highly recommend using an air fryer or an oven. Drizzle a little bit of oil over the top of the plantains once they're all in the air fryer or oven, depending on what you're using, and air fry at 150 degrees centigrade for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you're using an oven, ensure that you use a parchment-lined baking tray at the same temperature and time. You can increase the heat if you want it done faster, but I suggest keeping it low to avoid burning, okay? Now once the plantain balls are all golden and crisp, take them out and serve with the pepper sauce that we made earlier. This recipe is a perfect balance of sweet and savory, comforting, nostalgic, and undeniably delicious. It always reminds me of my roots, and it's one of those dishes I believe everyone should try at least once in their lifetime. Ready to move on to the final plantain recipe? Then let's go! The final plantain recipe for today is one I absolutely love, and it's called Plantain Peppersoup. Now, peppersoup is a beloved and popular dish here in Nigeria, but to make it more balanced and satisfying, we're adding a healthy source of carbohydrates, which of course will be the unripe plantains. And for this recipe, you'll be needing some unripe plantains. You can use ripe ones if you prefer. You'd also be needing some chicken chunks. I'm using chicken wings cut in bite-sized pieces. I'm also adding some roughly chopped tatashe, also known as chili red bell pepper, some chopped onions, chopped fresh pepper, minced garlic, crayfish powder, pepper soup spice, seasoning cubes. Of course, I'm using the Knorr seasoning cubes for this, some salt to taste, and then scent leaves for that classic pepper soup aroma. The first step will be for you to start by cutting the plantains into small chunks. Then peel off the skin. It's much easier to peel the skin after cutting them up into pieces. Try it and thank me later. Next, move over to the stove top and then add the chicken pieces into a large pot. You can use any chicken part you prefer. Just make sure the pieces are small for easy eating, okay? Then add your chopped plantains, the chopped tatashe, onions, fresh pepper, garlic, crayfish powder, seasoning cubes, pepper soup spice, and some salt to taste. Stir everything well together to combine. Then add enough water to cover the contents of the pot. Cover the pot and cook for 10 to 15 minutes or until the chicken is tender and the plantains are soft and fully cooked. Once everything is cooked, give it one final stir, then add a generous handful of scent leaves to boost the flavor and aroma. Mix everything together and your hearty, warming plantain and chicken pepper soup is ready to serve. This dish is incredibly comforting, nourishing, and filling. Perfect for dinner. You can also switch things up by using goat meat, turkey, snails, or any protein of your choice. Just do you, okay? This is a beautifully balanced meal, light, flavorful, and rich in nutrients, of course. And there you have it, fam. That wraps up our 4 easy, healthy, and absolutely delicious plantain recipes. Let me know in the comments which one you'll be trying first, or better yet, try them all, okay? Some are great for breakfast, others for lunch or dinner, so you've got a full day of meals sorted. I'll see you next time with another round of mouth-watering, wholesome recipes. Until then, remember to continue living a healthy lifestyle. Take care.